let me start with this one. Like angka, yeah. I think it. Wait for it. So still remember the question yesterday of the cost. Questions about, you know. So I think we need some information.
Apa? Apa?
Yang mau talk to me.
Hello?
So what was the question yesterday?
I'm sorry, sir, but your voice is unclear
What was the
here.
question yesterday?
Do you think which one is better, house or apartments?
Thank you. This is the point we're going to discuss today. Which one's better? How and here we go. So let me start with your right here. So I don't know who's writing the screen. So I think it is for students writing. You need to focus on you want to choose house and an apartment. Right? This is good, but it's too long. It's not good for those who want to for higher because this is too high. Oke, teman-teman yang baru bergabung, hanya di belakang itu di mute supaya nggak masuk. You mute because it's too yeah, it's too loud here. So I want you to mute. So this is not good because it's too it's unclear. So the question is, if you see selecting the type of house, whether it is a house or an apartment, this is two.
Hello?
Yeah. Hello?
What was the question, sir? I'm sorry, it's...
Yeah, I mean, could you please mute the mouth? Friend sitting next to you. Yes, that's correct. I think this will help. This will help me a lot. So these questions, if you see, let me start with this one. So the way you write your introduction is to bulky, so I think it's you need to cut some word here. So some sentences are necessary. Let's say here, so this is unnecessary. It's not too good because this brings no value. Selecting type of housing, whether it's a house or an apartment, could be big decision for many people. Ada tidak ada, ini tidak memberikan impact yang signifikan for your introduction. So that's why saya akan omit this one. It's not good. And then let's see this one. Some people house, okay, let me make it bigger. For some, houses are considered an ideal type of living space because the owners could freely decorate and hold party. Okay, here you talk about decorate. So when you talk about a house, okay, and let's see next. Despite providing more privacy and freedom, so why you talk about privacy? This is new idea. So I think this is irrelevant. So if I were you, then I just stick on these two ideas: decorate and hold a party. That's for the house. And then I think apartment offer greater benefit than houses, especially for people who live in urban area. This is also unclear. If you want to set the benefit and what are the benefit, so this is unclear for you. I think it's I want to walk with the introduction. So let me do this one. Okay. The next, I will move on to Fudin. Hello, Mr. Fudin. Are you there? Mr. Fudin? Mr. Fudin, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Great. This is your writing. Okay. So I'm going to discuss.
Yeah. I think yes. Wait.
this is your introduction. This is very good introduction because Mr. Foden start this one. Living in a house or an apartment becomes a trend spot as to why society would spend their lifetime either with family or being independent. But if I were you, this is good, but I think it's you don't need to stay here. You need to change into an article A because this is
Oh yeah.
okay. You need to choose this one. Good. And I believe that living in an apartment will be more preferable for it is affordable. Good, because you stated affordable. This is very good. And accessible social life compared to house. Good. This is very clear. So this is a good example for introduction because you have stated the reason why you say that apartment more preferable because two reasons. Good. Thank you. Good example, Mr. Fredin. Very good example. And now let's move on to Miss Anne. Mr. Adi. So yeah, this is your writing, Mr. Andy. So let's see then. Then you write. So many people tend to live in a house as well as some argue that live in an apartment provide more advantages house. What are the advantages and what are the advantages? I think it is unclear. So if I were you, then I'm not going to include this one. So let me give you the next example. Okay, let's say, I believe that the most comfortable and convenient place is a house and nothing can compare with another place. What kind of places that you want to talk about? We just focus on two, a house or an apartment. So if I were you, then I'm going to delete this one. And change it to an apartment. I think this is much better, much clear. Good. But overall it's good. Now let's move on to, let's say, some people prefer to stay home, that others like to stay in an apartment. So I think it's good, but your grammar is poor. So you need to double check your grammar before you submit. So from my point of view, ini terlalu panjang. Dicoret aja, I agree, or you can say I believe, or I think. Change it to I think, rather than my from my point of view. This is too complicated, right? And there are more benefits to staying at home. No, you don't need to include this one because you already it's already stated. Jadi dicoret saja. Staying in a house. How you say staying in a house? Staying home.
Yeah.
I don't understand what you're trying to write here. You say staying in a house, staying at home. I think it is not good. So you need to pay attention. So try not to how we call use the same idea, right? Okay, thank you. And let's move on to let's say who's this one? Where are you? Foreign. Triha. Those who come with the camera, yeah. So for Andrea Samut, I will not discuss your writing because you will not come with the camera. So just listen to my explanation, right? So this is for Triha. This is for Triha. Okay, Triha. Some people tend to live in a house because they prefer a better environment for the family members and take the responsibility to look after the stuff. So you need to this kind of stuff that you talk about here. Make sure that you say it clearly rather than use like a vague phrase. Thank you. Okay, the next. The next, however, other I was preferably in apartment due to convenience and then the preparing home facilities. Okay, good. But if I were you, then I will delete this one, change to different sentences. Overall, good.
Thank you, sir.
Yes. Okay, now let's move on to the body paragraph. Okay, I will send you this time. Now let's move on to Anka. Anka, I omit this one. So this is your first body paragraph, Anka. See here. You won't begin. This is good, but I'm not going to use this one because this kind of phrases are this one of phrases commonly come up with students essay. Jadi frase-frase seperti ini paling sering atau banyak sekali digunakan sama students in their essay. So I think you don't need to use this one. So just omit this one. But if you want to use, it's fine. Tapi kalau saya, I'm going to delete this one. Next. Owning a house could symbolize certain social status for some people. Okay. Then you will talk about social status here. Good. This is your topic. This is the idea that you want to talk. Good. And let's see then whether you talk about certain social status. A report in Australia saw that rather than focusing on the job education, people nowadays tend to consider purchasing house determine one's status. So this is unclear because you talk about job and education, which is irrelevant to the topic. So if I were you, then I'm going to say why it symbolizes certain social status. Tidak ada penjelasan di bawah sini. So this is irrelevant. Nggak usah bicara panjang, tapi you don't have any sentences to back up or to support the idea of certain social status. Next. However, in this urbanization era, which lands become more rare, buying house could be too expensive for some people. It is also irrelevant because the topic here should talk about certain status, and suddenly, as for those owning a house, suddenly you come with the expensive. This is irrelevant. So can you imagine? Paragraph. This paragraph is irrelevant. All sentences in this paragraph are irrelevant. Thank you. So now let's move on to the next paragraph. Okay. The apartments, on the other hand, might be one of the alternatives for those wanting to purchase rent but do not have enough money. Okay. So this is unclear. Why? Because you say what kind of alternative that you want to talk about here. Anka, if you want to say something, you can unmute your speaker, then we have such as conversation here. Want to say something? What do you have? No idea. Okay, if you don't want to say something, so let's move on to the next sentences. See the second sentence. It's because apartments generally take up less space than houses. Okay, therefore the price is usually lower than houses. Okay, which is okay because you talk about here the prices, and also here's the money. Okay, still relevant. But let's move on the next sentences. Although you have privacy because of a nervous number of residents. Ini yang tidak relevan. Tiba-tiba we talk about money, langsung you jumping ke less privacy. This is irrelevant. So if you want to talk about money, so you need to talk in a whole paragraph about money. But suddenly you talk about less privacy. Let's say then, apartment provide better facilities. Okay. Even you have an extra budget here, but there are some missing links because you suddenly come up with the less privacy. So if I were you, I'm going to stick on the money as the issue here. So later on we will learn about this paragraph, but Overall good. You try to write. However, you haven't answered the question. Thank you very much. Now let's move on to Mr. Pudin. Mr. Pudin, are you there? Mr. Pudin. Mr. Pudin, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you.
Let's discuss your writing. Okay, this is what we're going to discuss, right? Wow, wow, good writing you have. So let's discuss this writing, right? So let me discuss this one. Okay, this is your writing. Okay, so the affordable price to access an apartment could save people finance to pursue their own interest. This is, so you talk about affordable.
Nice.
Good, this is clear. Let's see then. This is because government will subsidize the price. Okay, because you talk about price again. Good. The first sentence, you talk about affordable price, while the second sentence you back up with subsidized price. Good. Next, although some people have financial, okay, you stick on the price.
Nice.
Financial, good, very good, because you are on the track. And then the benefit of having financial saving, good. You talk about financial saving. It means that you are on the track. Okay. And let's say the example you state. For example, according to the local news, because Singaporean who prefers to live, okay. You talk about insurance cost. So for those watching this
Oh my God.
video, so I would like to say that this is very good paragraph because the writer focuses on one topic, which is price. Okay, so this is very good. Thank you for showing us a good
Thank you, sir.
paragraph. This is for the idea. So what about the grammar? So let me give you. So I think it's,
Yeah, because rice mister.
yeah. So this is what I'm suggesting. Roy, so instead of you right, this is because government will subsidize the price. So I think I will change into a passive. So I will change into passive, and I will write this one. So let me give you next. The price of this place is being subsidized. Okay, is being subsidized. Okay. As an effort of its now, it's national.
Oh yeah, national.
We talk about a government. So it's national program to preserve more lands in their country. Okay. And good. And here you can see no comma, sir. You
Oh
write.
yeah.
So then I will say no.
Oh my God.
So no comma here, right? Okay. And overall good. I couldn't even see any problem for the grammar. Overall good here. So even you have this one supposed to be as more degrees, because you have a more, it means that you need to put as.
Degrees. Yeah. Oh my God.
So I want you to keep on the track when you are in the examination. Okay, now let's move on to the second paragraph you have. Okay. The second paragraph. Okay. The accessible social life is mostly associated as to why people should spend their life in apartment. Okay, this is good. This is because people will be easy to socialize with neighborhood if they live next to each other. Okay, leading to improve people interpersonal skills, potentially being used to reference job company. Okay, good. So the idea is, okay, you are on the, but I will not talk about the grammar. Grammar, I will leave the grammar.
Yeah.
Although living in a house makes a people to be still be able to maintain their social life with their relative, it usually takes time consuming since people have to go out for, okay, for expense, do a poor living in an apartment has an access to, good. The idea is you are on the track, but let me give you some changes on the grammar, right?
Yeah.
Or will be easy with next year the leading to improve this one. So we need to change this one. People's
Oh iya.
interpersonal skills. Okay. This is people interpersonal skills. Alright. Okay. And also this one, sir. Living.
Iya. Oh my God.
You miss S here. I need to change this.
Max or leads.
Yes.
Yeah, Max.
Okay, good. Overall is good. Even you have this one a slight mistake.
Yeah, an apartment.
Yes, you need to control this one. So overall, the idea is good, relevant. You are on the track, but a small grammatical mistake.
Yeah.
But it is good. Did not entertain the communication. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you,
Now,
sir.
yes, and now let's move on to the next writing. So I will move to Miss Andi. Mr. Andi will discuss your writing, Mr. Andi. Yeah. Mr. Andi, are you there? Mr. Andi? Mr. Andi?
Yes, Mr. I can see.
Let's discuss it. So, okay, good. Okay, good. Let's see. So some people, this is your writing, Mr. Andi. Okay, some people have tendency to live in a house beneficial of environment condition. Okay, talk about environment condition. This is the idea that you will discuss, right? Let me see. Living in a house with a positive effect. So, okay. Environment condition. Especially that's relative more expensive plus security. Service, the maintenance house and the apartment. Okay. However, living in a house is more like do not have a kind of inspections that only have an apartment. Okay, the idea is yes. You know, let me this one is the first problem that you have. Okay, let me make some changes here. I will change. So some people have a tendency to live in a house due to this right. Due to, okay, beneficial environment. Beneficial environment. Beneficial environment. Jadi beneficial kita ganti menjadi friendly. Friendly environment and karena you tulisnya condition berarti ada safety atau safe condition. But if I were you, saya tidak akan masukkan lagi safe condition. I just want to focus on friendly environment. Okay. Itu Mr. Andi. Oke, ini yang you perlu ubah. Oke. Next. Living in a house give positive effects because people have an ear. So you don't need to put this one, Mister. Karena ini sudah Sudah dijelaskan di atas. Jadi, so I think it's ini dihapus saja dan ini juga dihapus wi. Ini dihapus. Then I will write this out. This is house. 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 Scan that market is ada. Adi aja sudah oke, tinggal ada informasi. Saya apa? And also kita masuk expenses that are spent are related for expenses because they need the security. Fine. Topik mau bicara tentang friendly environment. So that's why I'm going to say this is irrelevant. Oke, jadi ini juga nanti Mister, ini irrelevant. Lebih bagus you talk about this one. Due to friendly environment. Okay.
Sir, actually I put it as the counter argument, Mister.
So you couldn't even use counter argument here because this is advantages and disadvantages for two different places. And the second is house. So you couldn't even use counter argument here. So if you want to use counter argument, so you need to compare between house and an apartment. So, okay, so let's move on the next. However, living in a house is more likely do not grammarnya, sir. I don't know what you're trying to say. So what is inspection? Inspection. What are you trying to say? Inspection. What's inspection? Is it clear? What is inspection? I think it is clear, right? Nanti kita I'm not I don't understand what you are trying to say here, so I couldn't even make some changes for this. And next, so you have problem with this one, telling. So you need to change many stories into I think it's you need to change it to stories. Stories, bukan stories, but stories. This is the correct one. Okay, this is also irrelevant. And now let's move on to the next paragraph. Harus bahasa aktif ini, correct? Okay. Provide statistics that makes us powerful. No, this is good, tapi ya ini adalah contoh artikel file because this is too vague. I mean, this is too general. What kind of advantages that you want to talk about? That's the first, right? And secondly, Andy, I think this is not the first time you join my writing class. I don't understand what you're trying to write here. So, secondly, this is not the styles that I have taught you. You can use this one. You can do this one in your test, but this is too complicated because you raise two reasons to support one topic sentence. So if I were you, then I'm not going to say or use firstly, secondly, because this is unclear. So I want you to rewrite this one and send it to me. Then I will check it whether it is already correct or not. Okay. Jadi firstly, secondly, bukan English studio style. Jadi I'm not going to discuss this for the further one. Okay. Thank you. Next, saya pindah terakhir ke Dila. Dila. Dila setelah itu nanti saya tunjukkan. To begin, to begin.
Okay.
So living in a house, it makes, aduh, grammarmu Dila. Makanya kemarin waktu you ada di kelas master kelas, saya selalu intai kamu. Kamu selalu wajib datang kelas, karena kalau tidak nanti you akan stress di next level. Kalau seperti ini saya tidak akan periksa lagi karena I think it's next level. Students for next level have no problem with the grammar, but I see so you have a more problem here. So living in a house for people to have a wider land and in accordance with their needs and wants. I don't understand what you're trying to write here. So, but I think it just focus on the wider land. Jadi fokusnya kita adalah wider land. Itu aja. Kita lihat. For example, need bathroom is largest medium. Land itu berbeda dengan space. Kalau bathroom, a living room, a special room adalah space. Kalau garden itu baru masuk ke land. So make sure it is clear before you start writing. Karena land, you talk about land, tapi the reason you talk about the space, maybe the language. So ini diperbaiki belum relevan. Compared to apartment, cannot determine the size room because the room has been determined by the owner of the apartment. Overall, you menulis English, you write English, but sounds bahasa Indonesia. Jadi tulisannya Inggris, ini tulisan bahasa Inggris, tapi you must translate it from your own language to English. This is not good. So let me say this is irrelevant. Nanti dibaca lagi sampel lebih banyak, alright?
Yes, sir.
Next. In the meantime, seen from other side, design the house is more profitable because homeowner freely determines the size of the room. Apartment prices is property affordable. Okay, here we go. Di sini you talk about room. Okay, you talk about room here. Tapi sentence sebelahnya you talk about affordable. So I don't understand what you're trying to say. So this is irrelevant because if you want to talk about room, so you talk about room till the end. So you talk about affordable here. Compared to living in an apartment, design of each room is determined by the owner of the apartment and cannot be changed freely. No, I don't understand what you're trying to say. Saya nggak ngerti apa yang mau ditulis. Mungkin tulisannya bahasa Inggris, tapi the sound is bahasa Indonesia. This is very poor. Okay, you need to read more sample answer and start writing. So let me give you an example how to write, how to conclude this essay. So I want you to go straight to the point. Teman-teman langsung straight to the point. Jadi tidak perlu neko-neko mau nulis apa nantinya di sana. So Mr. Pudin has already show you the example. Itu example-nya sudah okay. So jadi kita tulis misalnya, if you want to live in a house, mana Mr. Pudin? Hello, wait, for a while. I will check mine. Hello, are you there? Mati. Okay. Okay. Here. This is the paragraph that I have made it. I just copy and paste. Then let's see how we discuss one by one. So guys, here if you see, okay. So the topic that I show you here is most houses are less secure compared to the flat they are usually attached. Okay, the topic is this one. Most houses are usually less secure. So this can be predicted that para sentence-sentence selanjutnya ini akan berbicara tentang less secure. Jadi sentence-sentence selanjutnya we talk about houses are less secure compared to the flat. So this one is the second sentence you have. Nanti saya akan kirim ke dia. This is the second sentence. Why is less secure? The security is in the house. Jadi di rumah-rumah itu tidak ada security, makanya dia less secure. This is one of the idea that you have. Why? Alasannya di sini because this cost extra house to the owner. Sudah buat seperti ini aja. Oke, kalau misalnya teman-teman ada ngasih idea, misalnya I'm going to say apa lagi? Gini, living in a house makes people easy to communicate with other next door. So the topic is easy to communicate. Berarti nanti teman-teman akan selanjutnya berbicara tentang easy to communicate. Jadi kasih alasan. This is because those living in such a place is more often. Kenapa? More often easy to communicate. More often see. More often meet as they do not have any boundaries in between spaces. This is a very easy example. Atau mungkin teman-teman mau bilang apartemen. So you can say here one of the benefit living in a flat is that people have an easy access to, let's say, amenities provided by the vendor. So then you can list the topic. This is the idea that you start right. Jadi contohnya seperti ini guys. Very simple. Okay. Ada question. How to start your body paragraph? Any questions, guys? How to start body paragraph? If you don't have any questions, so let me start with the sentence. Okay. Kemudian nanti kita bisa compare because this is comparison, then you can. Okay. See. So since we talk about cost extra, the next sentence supposed to be cost as well. So that's why we still have any relationship between this sentence and the previous sentence. Well, this is not the case in apartments because it's also divided between all families living in the building, and affordability is not concerned. So the first sentence I'm talking about house, what is the part of, but we need to see how I model the sentence. Thank you. Next, because topic is all about. Here is less secure. If you see this, the topic here is wait. Okay. So the topic here is less secure. So the example that I want to develop is also less secure. So here we go. This is significantly increases the possibility of criminal offenses such as burglary in a house. The example is I write 2019, for example, more than 10 cases housebreaking were reported in my city. So I just say a different city, you can mark up the story compared to the apartment. This is an example of how we develop the paragraph between houses and apartment. So I think one of our friend, Mr. Fudin, is already give very good example. So do you have any questions related to this paragraph or related to how we develop advantages and disadvantages for two different things? The first is house and second is apartment. Ask me questions for this one. Anka, do you have any questions for this? No?
Sir, I have, sir.
Thank you. Okay.
Kalau if there are advantages and also how to tackle the problem, so should I just combine both advantages in one paragraph, or should I just write one advantage and come to the how to tackle this problem?
Okay, so I think it can be both, but if I wanted, I prefer to choose the second option that you suggest.
Oh yeah. Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Okay, that's great. Okay, guys, if you don't have any question, then I will give you another exercise. Then I will change this one. Ini teman-teman bisa ketik nih. Saya coba ganti. Yeah, some people prefer to study overseas, while others, let's say, while other think that local university over more benefits, right? In our own country. So, thank you. So, okay. So, countries. Okay, thank you. So some people prefer to study overseas, while others think that local university offer more benefit. Are there more advantages than disadvantages of studying overseas rather than in own countries? So I want you to write me one body paragraph consists of a topic sentence and reason for this one. So please have your writing, that you can send me through the column chat. Silakan teman-teman praktis, nanti kalau sudah nanti kirim ke kolom chat dan I will check it. So this is the questions. So one body paragraph consists of topic, sentence, and reason. So this is your task. Okay, this is your task. Okay. You know? Have you done? So once you are done, just please send it through the. I'll check it. So you can type it and send it to the chat. Okay. So guys, have you done? Send it to me once you are done.
Where can I send it, sir?
You send it please to the column chat that I just sent you the column chat. Here we go. Column chat. If you can,
No.
you can send it to the Telegram. I'll take it from the Telegram.
Oh yeah, yeah. Because because I type in my phone.
You can send it to the Telegram and I'll check it.
Okay, sir.
Okay, send it. So let me know once you are sent it. Then I'll come there. Hello. Okay, thank you. So,
Oh my God.
take it and the writing you have. Okay, thank you. Okay, here we go. Ini Mr. Fudin writing, kita akan discuss. Thank you.
I don't know as well. Yeah, in Telegram.
Yeah.
Soalnya misternya.
The sophisticated facilities of international university. Kita fokus ke idea dulu ya. Kalau grammar nanti, grammar pikirku gampang. Yang jelas idenya relevan. And everything is okay. So let's see then. So sophisticated learning facilities of international university would enhance people feel skill. Okay. Berarti kata kuncinya adalah enhance feel skills. Okay. This is because this university has more finance to accommodate the learning tools. Okay. Leading how to students practice their skills intensively. Okay. Although local university, okay, has their own learning facilities, these facilities are outdated and could. For example, according to mathematical survey conducted by relevant, you have a relevant idea, tapi grammarnya yang perlu diimprove.
Iya, sir. Because in Rush again.
Tidak ada masalah, yang jelas relevan dulu deh.
Iya.
Easy to understand.
Siap, sir.
Oke, next. Siapa lagi yang kirim? Kayaknya tadi ada yang kirim ya. Thank you, Mr. Fudin ya. So, let me check it out. Iya. Mr. Mahmud. Thank you, Miss Anka. Thank you. Saya coba baca dulu Mr. Mahmud. This is Mr. Mahmud ya. Saya tidak cek grammar ya, Mr. Mahmud. Saya cek idea dulu. Kalau ideanya sudah oke, grammar itu gampang. So let's start it now. One of principal factor why individuals tend to choose studying abroad is providing massive experiences. Okay. Because when you want to go to another country, you need to take language course, increase communication skills. So this is the idea you want to talk about, providing massive experience. Your idea is to provide massive experiences. Tapi kalau kita turun ke bawah, you kok ada take language. So could you please give one or two explanation why you say so, Mr. Mahmud? Hello, Mr. Mahmud.
Yeah, it is because I think that when they those studying English, it will give them different experiences.
Iya, Pak. Kalau saya izin one of the principal factors di sini pakai S, why Indonesia is new. Saya akan coret ini. Then there horizons. Jadi even if you say this one, kenapa baru kasih riset? This is because a campus life. This is because they will meet people from different background and halo, jangan coret-coret. Sorry, saya belum matiin. Sorry, saya lupa matiin. So this is because they will meet people from different background and culture. And therefore, saya akan tulis, and therefore this gives rise to to cultural people from different background and culture, and therefore it gives our to cultural perspective. If you're studying without providing some experience, and here need to take language courses. Second, need to take language courses. Itu masih di host country. So you need to talk about the impact when the students are in overseas. Thank you. Saya jump ini. Next. Angka tadi saya lihat tulisanmu yuk, Pak. Oke. Angka, are you there? Okay. So I discuss your writing. Yeah. Okay. One of the benefits of studying abroad includes having an international networking. Good. Okay. As people from various parts in the world gather in one place, it would beneficial to make friends with new people from other countries. Very good. Is it clear? So this is that I want you to write. Good. Very good. Okay. Thank you. Okay, good. Sekarang siapa lagi ya? Bentar, angka sudah ini satu. Oke, tadi. Oke, tinggal ke bisa tadi. Here we go. Panjang jam Mr. Andi, tapi it's okay. Kita coba. Oh, memang. Saya tidak grammar, tapi itu idea. So, many people concerned study abroad as it might increase opportunity to get a job in the future. Kupikir kalau kita juga kuliah di dalam negeri juga kita punya better job in the future. Ya, ya kita kuliah di dalam negeri juga. Tapi kalau idenya Priyanka tadi relevan karena international networking. Jadi kalau you mau dapat international networking, tadi overseas sudah pasti, karena kalau kita kuliah di dalam negeri tidak ada international. I think it only have little chance or little possibility to have international possibility. Tapi kalau ideamu adalah study abroad to get better job in the future, I think it seems also when you study in a host country, in a local university, also you have an opportunity to get better job. No. Ganti ini to change. Okay. Let's say living in a foreign place provide more challenges environment. They are competing with other students for many countries. Kalau saya tidak akan pilih diganti, jangan better chance, karena di sini ada yang namanya topik adalah competing and challenging. So berarti di atasnya ada job. Many people study Inggris opportunity. Ini saya coret. Mungkin apa? To learn how to compete with others, right? Oh, itu mungkin. Tapi kalau compete juga sebenarnya ada di Indonesia juga, di Indonesia kita compete. So you need to change the topic. I'll come to you then. Saya coba yang lain dulu, peserta yang lain. So peserta yang lain siapa ya? Dila. Thank you Dila. Saya akan copy and paste. One of the advantages of studying overseas is career opportunities. Bentar. Kayaknya juga biar you kuliah di dalam negeri deh. Career opportunities juga ada kan? Jadi you cari idea yang kita tidak bisa dapatkan di dalam negeri. Apa? Career opportunities, I think is even you study in a local university, career opportunities. For me, it is too weak. Terlalu weak. Next. This is because when study overseas, finish back to the country, many experience that you get, great education, good language and culture. No. Ininya dulu diganti, ya. You need to change this one. Okay. Okay, next. Let's move on to siapa lagi yang ngirim? Nah, apa yang ngirim? Oke. Riha, akan tidak. history ya. One of the studying overseas benefit is better facilities. Okay, let's say ya, university overseas will offer students better lesson facilities. Redundant. You bilang better lesson facilities, you say again in the sentence, I would say it. Jadi just say one. You don't need to include one. Okay, sources such as lectures. What kind of resources? So make it clear. Harus buku, lectures. Kayak kita juga di apa ya? Mungkin bilangnya, mungkin you bisa bilangnya word class, word class facilities. Misalnya word class lecture, right? Oke, okay. Clear. Kalau misalnya lecture apa ya? Nih, coba lihat ya, bulat. Coba facilities, jadi better facilities turun bawah lagi. Nah, itu tadi overseas, better lagi, bulat dia. Oke, bulat. Jadi dia bulat-bulat seperti itu. Sip, thank you. Let's move on to siapa? Mr. Yasa. Yasa, you said it too?
Sorry.
The benefit of studying abroad is to strengthen networking. Spelling, okay. For a better career in the long run. To strengthen international. Karena biar mungkin kita ke sekolah international network. Okay, good. Tinggal bikin intro. Kalau tadi paragraf sudah tinggal diluruskan, nanti saya akan kirimkan teman-teman sampel write-up. Sekarang teman-teman bikin intro. Ini saya harus buat intro. Ini pada saat ini intro saya. So, this is my introduction. So, if you see, this is the questions. Kalau teman-teman lihat questionnya adalah they talk about advantages and disadvantages of this point. And you just state it. Teman-teman bisa write 2, 3, or more than 5 advantages, tapi make sure that you state clearly, exactly in your introduction. And this is the example that I want. Okay. So the idea of study is the most valued by some people as it broadens people's horizons. Nih. So then I will write national horizon. So this is the that I want to talk about. Okay. Although this is more acceptable, those who prefer to study in country think that it is easy to adjust life. Locally, as they have no problem with cultural diversity. Okay. For the local university, I'm talking about the cultural diversity. This is my idea. Okay. Any questions? Any questions, guys? Karena sebenarnya kalau kita lihat ini dibagi dua nih. Bentar, aku nyari file dulu. Teman-teman bisa bikin kolom kalau seperti ini, write up advantages. Di sini write this advantages. Okay. This is overseas. Okay, this is overseas, and this is local. Okay, so if I write advantages more than local horizon, berarti adalah misalnya international. Berarti di sini adalah international networking. Right? Begitu aja cara buatnya. This is you say international networking. Kalau lokal, no international networking. Jadi you buat kolom seperti itu. Jadi you hanya menjelaskan satu. Kalau lokal apa? Testing apa? Adalah advantages-nya adalah easily to adjust. Easy to be adjusted in campus life. Oke, ini berarti sini advantage apa? Stress, full and culture. Yes, stressful and demanding. Jadi seperti ini buatnya. Oke. Itu untuk advantage-nya dulu. Karena ini adalah more advantages. You have a international working at the same time. The problem is more international working if you prefer local. So if you choose local, it's easy to be adjusted to campus, but disadvantage is going to be disadvantage for overseas study. Buatnya seperti itu. Okay. If you have to, then teman-teman tinggal buat kira-kira apa ya untuk lokal. Another advantage. Ada yang mau idea? Yang mau share idea untuk ini? Any idea untuk positive impact or advantages of international overseas? Any international networking? So if you have international networking, any idea, guys? Hello. Hello. Are you there? Ya nggak apa-apa kalau gitu kita diam-diam aja. Ada one more idea for overseas ya, or maybe you can choose for the local one. Any idea for this one? International networking, demanding campus life, no international, local. So, what you want to say? So, let's say world class. Just say world class facilities. Karena dari yang ngomong saya, world class facilities. Berarti di sini adalah average
Facilities.
Of course, karena kalau positifnya di advantages berarti dia pasti negatif di disadvantages. Facilities. Facilities. Okay, thank you. So for the local, any idea?
Ini sir, better jobs prospect. Soalnya universitasnya terkenal.
Better job.
Better
job.
Better jobs prospect untuk overseas.
Oh, okay. Untuk overseas, more than that. Better. Right. Berarti di sini adalah apa? Tinggal gunakan seperti itu aja, Sar. Jadi at the same time when you discuss this positive dari overseas, at the same time you discuss the negative of local. Jadi modelnya seperti itu. Makanya muncullah intro saya seperti ini. So I just the idea of overseas is the most valued by some people at this modern people international forum. Secara implicit, I'm saying that if you choose to study in a local university, that you only have, or you couldn't even broaden your horizon. You couldn't even broaden your horizon to study local university. Karena adalah saya ngomong seperti itu. Karena kita sudah buat terusnya. Ada lagi yang lain teman-teman? Better. Mungkin. Atau sini pasti dia adalah high. Let's say yes. Kosnya jadi buatnya seperti itu. Jadi teman-teman silang. Kalau di sini satu lagi sebelum kita tutup, saya idea karena nanti idea akan saya dapat sampel answer. One more idea for advantages of local.
Bisa living cost-nya untuk di sananya sir lebih mahal kayaknya di luar negeri daripada dalam negeri.
So I think we don't need to talk about cost because I have a mention here Yes. Apa lagi ya? Selain living cost.
Siap, siap.
Okay. Any idea? Selain living cost, this. So what is the benefits? What are the benefits of studying a local university? What are the benefits? Ada, do you have any idea? Do you have any idea? This one. This is better job. Berarti kalau better job berarti di sini ya ininya poor job prospect. Jadi tinggal dibaliknya saja. Di sini better job berarti di sini dia poor job prospect. Oke. So average job prospect. Oke, for the local. Yuk guys, yang idea lokal. Idea. So, I'm waiting for you. Tinggal satu lagi. Entah. If you want to go with the disadvantages, nanti teman-teman tinggal jawab positifnya di sini. Apa disadvantages of overseas? Apa kira-kira advantages? Untuk overseas. Mungkin teman-teman bisa masuk adalah
Ini sir, maybe orangnya di sana more individualistic.
More individualis.
Ya. Kalau di Indonesia kan orangnya ya suka bergaul ya, socialize.
Oke. Dan di sini adalah mindset. Oke, and di sini adalah collectivity. Collectivity. Is that you mean? Gitu aja kan? Udah. Jadi pada saat teman-teman menjelaskan international sama world class berarti you secara tidak langsung you menjelaskan ini fasilitas. Jadi kalau teman writing, pada saat you start your writing, ini you tutup. Kita tutup. Saya tutup ini. Sorry. Okay. Berarti teman-teman cukup diskusi ini aja nih. Nggak perlu teman-teman menjelaskan disadvantages karena at the same time when you talk about the international networking, at the same time you talk about disadvantages of the local campus. Jadi modelnya seperti ini. Okay, if you don't have any questions, I think I need to stop the class. I will send you the. Sebenarnya saya sudah kasih. Nih, saya sudah buat ini. Nih, dah. Keren kan, coret-coretnya sudah banyak sebenarnya, tapi nanti teman-teman saya kirim personal saja. Ini tulisannya angka, coretnya banyak sekali. Teman-teman tinggal baca saja. Saya sudah buat feedbacknya. Nanti tinggal baca saja. Misalnya siapa lagi tulisan siapa ini? Tulisan Andi misalnya. Cek ya. Tulisannya Andi. Tadi saya share ya, personal saya share personal saya. If you want to read your friends writing, just let them atau ask them. Okay, thank you very much guys. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.